Hello, I am Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz on February 9, 2015, 11:32 p.m., Birmingham, Alabama. Topic, clouds. Clouds in the sky. I want to talk about the clouds in my day, and when I say my day, back in the late 70s, early 80s, I became a pilot, and a private pilot. I just flew for pleasure. But I went to the same schools that pilots went to fly for airlines. Most of the pilots for airlines were Air Force or Army or Navy pilots. They had very good records, had lots of hours. Air Force that went to Pan Am or Southern back in those days, they probably had 12, 15, 20,000 hours. And they taught me in these classes. And one of the things they taught were clouds. And we learned clouds. We had to know every cloud type, the name, what that cloud would do, what it would turn into, if it would turn into anything, and the ones to stay away from, and the ones that were safe to fly into or through, even the ones to fly near. And I'm sure that you've heard of a cloudburst or a wind shear. These things will knock an airplane down, and several planes have crashed because of that. But we were taught those clouds. And with the technology on the airplanes today, they know where the wind shears are, so they can avoid them. But the point is, they changed. The clouds in my day aren't the same as they are today. We still have those clouds, but there are a lot more different clouds that's been added, but ironically none have been added to a book, and none are being taught at the schools, at the private pilot or at any pilot school. You can't teach something that you don't know what it is. These pilots that taught me, there were 4 different ones, but they flew for Eastern Airlines, and they flew at Pan Am back when Pan Am was big in that day. And I think that Pan Am broke up, and I think Southern and American got a hold of it. But these are the same guys. Most of these guys are retired today, and when you still talk to one of them, they scratch their head. They are clueless. They don't know what these things are. The Bible does tell us, and as the disciples asked the Lord, and they didn't understand what we do today, tell us, Lord, what will be the signs of the coming in your day when you return? He said wars, rumors of wars, pestilences, people starving. He mentioned a host of things. He also mentioned strange things in the heavens and strange things in the skies. Well, the heavens, maybe they've been seeing these comets, and they got a little probe now that landed on a comet not too long ago. But then you have a moon that rotates from one night to the next in the sky after being in the same position for what? Thousands of years. And they have a sun where you're beginning to have these bursts that are bigger than normal, and they last longer, and they're potentially very dangerous for us if they should get through our magnetic field and interrupt our power grid. But the clouds, what happened with the clouds? when you see a cloud in the sky, you say you got a real dark sky, and then right in the middle of it looks like a donut, a white donut in a black cloud where it's turning. And then you see a cloud, for example, in Birmingham, Alabama. If you're on the north side of Birmingham Airport looking south at Red Mountain, it looked like a tsunami. I mean, it was miles long. We've never seen this. I've never seen it in my life. It's not in any book I've ever studied. Panama City, thick, heavy fog rolled in. By the way, a fog is just a low-hanging cloud. So it rose in off of the Gulf of Mexico and hooked over all the condos lined up and down the beach for miles. But when it hooked over them, it kind of stopped. It didn't hook over them and flood on across the streets and on inland. They stopped right there. That's strange. Clouds are strange, and the ones that are being seen, people don't know what they are. Pilots still don't know what they are. They're not taught. You don't know how to, well, number one, you do avoid them. I don't know one pilot other than flying near one and taking pictures of these things. Not one pilot will fly through them. My opinion, what you're seeing in the skies today, HARP generated, chemtrail generated. Just like you saw the Norway spiral come up, this thing lit up the sky in a blue, bright blue, magnificent 10, 20 mile across spiral that just in the middle, it stopped spinning and turned black, and then all of a sudden the whole blue thing just went away. Well, they had one, or actually two, in China just right behind that. Had some in Siberia, had two in Russia, South America, South Pacific Seas. They have been everywhere. These are strange clouds. What are they? Well, I tell you what I think they are. I think they're all portals, gateways, stargates. I think they're entries. They're bringing what's behind that veil from there to here. And these things are coming through these amazing looking stargates that we're seeing all over the world. That's what we're seeing. These things, as I said, are not taught in books. You'll learn a standard cloud pattern, which I did, but these things, no one knows what they are. So, heads up, guys, be ready. One day there will be a loud boom, clap of thunder that will shake the world to its core and scare the heck out of everybody except the ones who are saved. They'll hear a gentle voice that says, "Come up here." And that's when we're called home. That's the rapture. But don't confuse the rapture with all these other things that you see out here today. They're not the same. Just be ready. We're in those days right now, and we're seeing things that we don't know what they are. Just be prepared. One of those clouds is going to call your name if you're saved. Jody Wolf, Expoz.